The explanation begins with a very rare congenital birth defect called, naturally, Cyclopia. Cyclopia describes a condition where a fetal subject, and I say subject because it's a condition that's present throughout the entire animal kingdom, where the subject fails to develop the proper separation between its orbital eye sockets and is born with only one large eye socket, as well as other severe facial abnormalities. In humans, cyclopia actually occurs in approximately 1 out of every 100,000 pregnancies, and usually ends in miscarriage, stillbirth, or in some cases, actual live birth, followed by a very, very shortened lifespan, usually less than 1 day. Cyclopia is a real-world medical condition, but if you didn't know about this birth defect, it's not a big surprise. Now, I've chosen to show only an image of a fetal skull with cyclopia because this is a horrible, horrible birth defect. And as a consequence of its very low incidence rate, 100% mortality rate, and the horrible yet understandable stigmatization of the defect, cyclopia is one of the world's most underreported conditions. But it is itself an unthinkable, mythical disorder. It's the unfortunate stuff of formaldehyde-preserved lab specimens and freak shows. It's a tragedy beyond comprehension. But to our point about myth, medical archaeologists have estimated that when Homer wrote the Odyssey around 800 BC, the world's population was around 65 million people. The adjusted incidence rate of cyclopia suggests that there were about 50 cyclopic births in the entire ancient world when Homer introduced the story of the Cyclops in the Odyssey. So it's not difficult to imagine that if even a few of these tragic births took place in ancient Greece, that the seeds of a myth might have been birthed as well. But due to the zero survival rate of infants born with cyclopia, there's still a question as to how the deeper myth of a race of giants could have been inspired from this extremely rare and always fatal birth defect.